Engineers, inspector summary video. We're here in Wallingford, Connecticut. We're on the back fire escape. Myself and Inspector Ramirez are here inspecting this fire escape. We have several issues. We have some life safety issues here on this whole platform up here. It's an unsupported platform. Basically won't carry any weight. We're no longer proceeding with our inspection. Fire escape has a life safety issues on this fire escape. We have several life safety issues on all these stairs going down. There's at least half-inch rust growing. So that's the first issue on this fire escape. Is we have life safety issues on all the treads, and we have life safety issues on the support on this entire platform. With that being said, let's talk about what we're looking for. We were called in here to do an inspection in preparation for a load test and or certified repairs in lieu of a load test to satisfy the city to remove any and all violations and certify. So in conversations with the officials, we have determined that a load test and or a certification is what's needed, but this fire escape has no paint on it, so it hasn't seen any major repairs. A lot of band-aid repairs that we've seen here, but no major repairs. All original hardware, original rivets and or square head bolts, and we'll show that as we go along on the entire inspection. So all of these now on critical major connections must be reinforced and or replaced, whatever's cheaper to the client. If any of them have connection rust, 100% of them must be rebolted, and all the rust must be cleaned, primed, and sealed prior to putting it back together. Or after it being put back together, we're going to seal the joints. Now, this whole entire platform here, I've got rust, huge rust in the connections, and I'll step up just a little bit, but basically this is an example of one. Look at all that rust. As you go further down, there's no more connections to the building. That's not connected to the building anymore. That one over there is not connected to the building anymore. On the opposite side, same thing. We've got huge holes. So some of this material has to be replaced. Huge holes and not connected to the building anymore. That one down there, huge holes and no longer connected. You can see all the way through the clip, all the way to the ground. See white light below. And that one down there not connected to the frame anymore and rusted all the way through on top. 100% of all the treads, original hardware, and 100% of the treads have rust growth in them as you go up. At least 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of rust on every single tread. So 100% of all the treads, 100% of the superstructure must be rebolted or verified, then sealed, because every joint has been compromised. This fire escape has not seen a paint job in at least 25 years. The city requires the load test and or certified repair, and this one's going to need a certified repair in preparation for a load test, but after the certified repair there's no need for a load test, but again, that's the decision of the city official. Going down on the treads, every single one of these treads is loaded with rust, and there's a lot of rust jacking happening on every single one. It's eating the steel, it's eating the clip, it's eating the support. Look at all this rust jacking that's happening there. Look at this, all this is rust jacking. These were not sealed, so the water got in there. Look at all that rust jacking in there. All original hardware. These are what square head bolts look like. These should have all been flipped out by now. So we have original rivets, deformation of the metals, we have expansion, we have all kinds of things going on here. Spot weld, band-aid repairs. None of this is certifiable. See all this weld here? This is all not even done by a professional welder. So we need to get bolts back in here because welding is not allowed. This fire escape is older than 1978, so it is presumed to have lead, even though there's very little paint left. Any paint that's still on it has lead, so there's no welding allowed. This repair must be done by a certified iron worker, so you have to have renovator's license because you're going to be dealing with lead. So it's all rebolting, no welding, unless it's deemed that the fire escape has no lead, and that's done by a professional leading company. These gussets are all full of rust. These gussets are all full of rust. Full of rust on those gussets, so those all need to be reinforced or replace the rivets. Through bolts. This used to be the original through bolt up there, and you can only see it on the other side, but they've come in and put in new through bolts. These need to be verified, again, because they left it exposed, so we need to seal those up. A lot of welding came in here, but again, we need bolts in this because the water got inside. So they never removed the rust. They welded everything, and that's a temporary band-aid. And due to ice jacking, 100% of all the welds got torn and popped. We got some loose treads down below. Some of these treads are bent. Some of these treads, these little rivets here as we go down, these little spacers, they're all loose. I don't think any of these treads are going to have much life left because there's been some treads popped out and they've put in temporary replacement treads. That's what they look like. But again, the recommendation is going to be that it's probably going to be cheaper. Look how much rust is in that connection. It's going to be cheaper for us to replace these treads than it is going to be to fix these treads. Again, welding is going to be limited. So because of that, we've got a loose tread right there. So again, 100% of all the connections. Now, the minor connections, which is these rail rivets, we don't have to verify. I mean, we do have to verify them, but we don't have to change these out. So minor connections can stay. So about 75% of this fire escape on the major structural only is going to get redone, 100%, repaired, and I'm stepping on this right now as we speak. So this is why we have life safety issues, because these treads are all loose. Look how much you can actually see through every single one of these. We've got some obstructions going up, so those have to be dealt with.